Sure, why not?
Alrighty then. Let us proceed.
Okay. Guys are continuing north, right?
Yes, out of this place. I don't like this planet. At least Malphite was fun.
But we can't burn this one, is the problem.
Exactly.
Okay, again, we have some random rolls coming in. Who wants to say hi, low, whatever?
Demi, you shut your bitch mouth! You have said enough for now. Jackalor.
It's low.
Low is good?
Yellow is good.
All of them?
Yes.
All right. Nothing happened that day.
Yay!
I'm gonna ask Bacon if he can take a look at the bolter and see if he can glue it together with parts from the other ones to make it better.
Yeah, I can.
You guys will go just about 250. Stay there. Any actions for the night? Want to just decrease your rations?
Yeah, I'm going to upgrade the bolter from Cormac.
Go ahead. Make your armor roll.
Yes.
Good soda, eh? I can hear the ice floating in it.
Good shit.
So that's 4 degrees on that.
He did good. Did it quick too.
Is it good enough to upgrade it all the way to best? Or does he just take it to good and...
It's just a good at the moment.
Okay, so... It does gain reliable at good though, I believe. I'm gonna remove one of the crappy bolters from the inventory then. And also I'm gonna claim another 120 shells because holy fuck, did that jam fuck with me slightly?
Can I recharge my packs?
Of course he can.
I don't... How many rations do we have? Are we gonna have enough to reach the north?
I told you how many you have. You've hardly used any of them.
I don't recall. Is it in the group thing?
It should have been added at some point.
I don't think we
gave
have...
you guys like... I told you guys you had like 3 weeks worth of rations at some point. At the start.
I don't think we've been keeping track of it.
Yeah.
I know that the
No,
week
really,
we
just
were
not
just
really.
repairing the tank, we were living to a large extent off of hunting.
Yep, I know. As I said, you barely used them.
So it's like, what,
I'll just...
2.5 weeks left?
Yeah, we'll go with that. 2.5.
I'll add it to the thing.
Too late. I beat you.
Fine.
Alright.
Ah, crap,
So,
we forgot
the
to
day
look
goes
for
fine.
main cannon rounds.
Yep. So the day goes on just fine. Nothing particularly happened. The next day rolls around. If you wish, you can switch what your luck is for the day.
Bacon, I don't think
know,
you
guys.
have chosen for a while. Demi has lost his luck roll privileges for a while.
Okay. So I'm going to sit the opposite of what Demi said. It's always good.
That is very wise, Bacon.
All right.
Good job.
Nothing happened for the day.
Since we're not delaying this morning, do we make more distance?
Yep, you'll make a little bit more distance. You go up to... You wish to do anything for the night?
I want to have Bacon use the good storm bolter we found to continue upgrading mine to best possible.
All right. Roll again, Bacon.
I thought you were
Almost.
from a feral world, not a little bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you? Only the people in the high spires used to bathe back home.
He succeeded just fine.
Okay.
Got your upgrade. Good job.
I think
Next
this
day
will...
rolls around. Who wishes to call for their luck today?
For a change, high is good.
All right.
We don't have a chance to bait Demi. We need to make time. We've already delayed too long. The pursuit is so
15
close.
15, 20 minutes. What's wrong with you? What kind of fucking paths do you take?
You
All
should
right.
have...
So during the day,
Okay.
about in the middle of your trek, Bacon, because I'm presuming you're generally keeping up on what's going on around you guys technologically.
I'm probably poking out and using my implants as well.
The jamming above all of you seems to decrease significantly.
Yeah, I report that. So the jamming is getting weaker.
Yeah, that's rather suspicious. Can you use the Voxcaster to scan to see if anyone's trying to contact us? Maybe he wants to talk.
Yeah, I'll try that. Chance plus a lot. 10, 20, 50. Someone is trying to contact us?
No, not particularly. So you're just on receiving, is that right? You're just trying to see if there's anyone trying to get a hold of anybody in general.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna transmit to the ship until we're out of, you know.
All right. So, with how well you did, you actually get a bit of a transmission from the ship right now. Is anyone down there alive? Anyone?
Someone in the ship is asking if there's anyone alive here.
That is correct.
Should we respond or?
Epic, how panicked do they sound to me?
They sound mildly worried. Not exactly panicked, but like they doubt that there's a response incoming.
Okay. But they still have orders to stay for the requisite year, I assume.
At least, probably.
That's good. I don't think we reveal our position until we're good and ready.
We
All right,
currently have 3 ships nearby. We will try and pick anybody up that we can. Can anyone hear us down there?
3 ships?
Yeah,
We're just
yeah,
gonna
they're
keep...
talking.
We're just gonna keep listening until the message starts looping around. See how much information we can get from this. No use revealing us. If they've been sending this for a while, then a few more minutes aren't gonna make a difference.
All right. Eventually, you'll be able to hear a response. Hello, this is Guardsman Lieutenant Sanjov. We are currently in very dire situations down here.
That poor
Some
dumb
kind of
fuck.
machines are attacking us.
Question I have instantly. Do I know this man?
Yeah, you actually do. He wasn't part of your training group, but you actually met up in the meal hall before ended up, going your separate ways. You don't know him very well or anything, but you ended up, just kind of talking near each other and got to exchange.
He's still one of my people in essence. I recognize him. We should go and help them.
You start getting other little blips around the world, getting in on this conversation.
Was it a gradual decrease in the strength of the jamming, or a sudden?
Who knows? You only just noticed it.
I'm gonna assume that Jeff isn't incompetent, and that it was a sudden decrease then. I think this might be a trap to get the survivors to reveal their positions. If we speak up, we're gonna doom our mission, and we are supposed to unfucking this whole world and get the asshole doing this. I'm sorry to say, but those men are probably all gonna die, and we can't afford to help them. Not if we want to fix this.
We should at least check it out. We can't just abandon men like that.
Actually, we can.
Jeff, in his usual manner, is speaking the Emperor's own truth. We have to save the planet. These people, I would help them if I could, but we have more important matters to concern ourselves. Besides, we would still need to drive over there, and by the time we got there, it would probably be too late. I expect these things have faster than tank speed transports.
Fair enough.
I really am sorry. I would be all for saving them, but we can't afford to get killed. We're the only ones who know what the fuck is going on here.
The only one who can save them now is the Emperor, I guess. Let it be.
Besides, the ships in orbit might be able to do something.
All right, so you guys don't do anything and just listen in for throughout the day?
Yeah, we'll listen to them die.
I'd like to not listen to them die, thank you very much.
So yeah, I'll presume you just go further north then.
Yep.
So as it gets towards the end of the day, the ships are kind of communicating, but it seems the jamming is still going on. Most of the other people can't seem to get a very straight line through, but they're certainly hearing each other, and they're trying to explain the situation, but it's really tough. Apparently there's a lot of static for them. They might not have a tech priest that's able to help them with their communications. And, well, once it gets towards the later end of the day, the ship now has a basic understanding that it appears that servitors are probably killing a lot of people on the ground. How many, where, when seems to be the question still. And, radios start going silent. Some of them seem to go off with, a burst of fire, then silence. Some even get a yell off. But slowly the world starts going silent as far as your radios are concerned.
Fucking told you so.
And then the jamming is completely erased. There's no jamming anymore.
Of course, he wanted to make sure he hadn't missed anyone. Piece of shit. God damn it, what an asshole. So as far as the anti-air goes, can you draw us a line? How far north do we need to get before we're out of the worst of it?
You're actually pretty close right now here.
Another day? 2, 3? Ah.
Or along there. After that, you're out of the worst of it.
You know, I think we travel tomorrow, stop, and on the next day, we find a defensible spot where we can call in the ship and try to get far orbit. You know, just get the fuck out.
Alright. You're gonna just stop kind of just short?
No, we're
Or
gonna...
just in?
We're gonna stop... You know, we're gonna go outside the anti-air, and then once we're on the other side of it, we're gonna look for a defensible spot, maybe near the mountains, someplace where we can, you know, fight off, hopefully, whatever comes to try and stop us when we, you know.
You guys will be able to stop right there. No luck rolls are really needed at the moment.
Just gonna ask around if anyone has any suggestions at this point. Namely, anything you see wrong with the plan of, you know, just finding a defensible spot and bugging out.
It's the most logical choice.
We would be very static. So if we end up doing something, unless help comes really fast, we could actually endanger ourselves more by people raiding into our position.
We could, but we have a ship that's ready to recover us in orbit.
Yeah.
We have set
Shouldn't
up
be that much of a
a
problem, then.
flight pattern already. I mean, we could keep going northwards until we hit ice.
I don't think that holding a defensive position in the ice is a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, at
We do
that
have
point,
rations to climb up there.
once we hit ice, we're just counting on the distance protecting us. Here we can find
I mean, personally, I feel like we should go just a little bit more north just to really evade the fucking, you know, anti-air. But besides that, I think the plan's good.
another day travel then.
Yeah.
I suppose we have plenty of food. We might as well make sure that we're good and out of it. That ship's probably worth more than all of us, even with the new implants.
Yeah.
Alright, so another day.
Yeah.
Head up over there.
And then we
The
start scout.
only message still going on is from the ship. It's just on loop. Asking for any survivors. Please communicate any relevant information you may have on the situation. Go forth for the Emperor. Sacrifices will not be in vain.
Jeff,
Now we will put in this
And-
position.
an idea occurs to me. Do the Mechanicum reserve higher quality transmitters and boxcasters for themselves? And if so, could you try and check to see if it's coming from a Mechanicus device? That message, I mean.
Good try, I think.
Go ahead, make a tech use.
Because I'm having a vague suspicion about this message on a loop at this point. Something ain't right here.
Yep. It's coming from space.
I
It
take it.
should be in the general location of where your ship is supposed to be waiting as well.
Or they have a satellite near the ship, or the ship is compromised. One of the two.
Or the Mechanicus arcs have arrived to start shipping out the fancy Dark Age of the
You can
tech.
tell that this is not a Mechanicus style one. This is This is basically Imperial Navy.
Ah,
Yeah, it's standard Imperial shit.
It's a little bit better than you'd expect a rogue trader to have, but not by much.
I mean, it's that rogue traders that we are talking about.
yeah, well, the next day we start scouting for an appropriate place to hold off endless waves of attackers until we are recovered by our Archeo ship.
All right. You guys are finally way up there. That's good. There. Really do this nicely. All right. So, which one is preferable to you? Defensive position with a lot of space all around you, or defensive position with a lot of cover?
We need a place for the ship to come.
We have a tank though, like a lot of cover. Well, we could blow it away. I mean, a lot of space.
What I was thinking of was like a valley next to one of the mountains, where we have a area where they can only come at us from one direction, but which is hopefully a bit more open, a bit further in, so we can set up the beacon and just have the ship land behind us while we hold an appropriate entranceway. Demi, it worked fine, okay? It worked fine every time we've tried this, it's okay. What could be wrong with putting our backs against the wall?
God fucking damn it.
Yeah, I mean,
as long as they don't have a secret goat path to flank us, it will be fine.
Uh-oh.
Who would ever fall for that? No one. No one would ever fall for the secret goat.
But the Emperor is on our side. We are fine.
And honestly, I think if we can't find... I don't want to spend more than 2 days on searching for a spot, but if we don't find one in this first day, we can spend a second day on this, I think.
Yep. Well, make me survival checks. Whoever is trying to do this. If you have multiple people at survival, you could have one leader and add 10 to their roll for every person.
Who has the most survival?
I have Tactica Imperialis and...
Survival.
I have Tactica Imperialis and Logic. Would that give whoever's rolling an additional +10? Even though I don't have survival.
The Tactica Imperialis will, yes. And you have survival as well, right?
I don't have survival, I just have tactics.
Yeah, the tactics will add +10.
Jack, how much survival do you have with the aspects?
I have 75, yeah.
Okay, you have more than me by just a little bit. Yeah, you go. I'll support him.
So it's +20.
So plus 20, yeah.
Actually, +30. Magnus is also helping. He has survival.
Oh, yeah, Magnus does. We believe, Jack.
Would you like to roll that?
Fucking sure.
99.
Omnisire protects me.
99. Gonna be fucking 90.
92. 77. That's a degree success more.
That's...
Alright.
2 degrees? I have 1 fate point left in the tank.
Same.
Is this
One thing I
important
need to
enough
do
to
with
use
it.
it for this? Actually, no, I
I'll
can't,
see.
because
I
it's
don't
not a
think so.
failed check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah,
So yeah, I guess
you're right.
2 degrees. I guess we can spend a little time trying to
Fortify it.
do some small improvements, knock some trees over with the tank, drag them into appropriate locations, that kind of thing.
Does anybody have mines? I have demolitions.
I have
You can
demolition.
set up you can set up some explosives if you want.
I think we
Yeah.
have 4 people that we can keep in the tank, and we just set up Severus outside with a sniper rifle and a grenade, missile launcher on a flanking position up on the hill.
Sounds like a good idea.
You're going to be so happy then. So, with your successes and everything, here you go.
Ooh.
A white map.
No.
A white map, huh? I'm glad that you can see so clearly.
I think we just conceal Severus in ambush somewhere on this hill and have him watch out from above and just snipe at people with missiles when it goes south. No,
Yep, there's literally multiple little places here. You can try and do whatever tactics you want. I love this map.
What do you think? Maybe we use this general area and we set the beacon up like here. This could be the landing spot. That way we can drive out to fight them in this general area if we have to. And we have
Should I be like over here? Over here.
I think that might be too far. I think this
Yeah,
outcropping is the best bet. You'll get a good lookout. Good,
Yeah, probably.
I think there.
Yeah, over there is good.
Here's an idea. Why don't we make sort of like fake targets / decoys?
We don't have extra voxcasters.
Aw.
They're gonna be probably following the signal if they come here.
Fair enough. I was mostly thinking of just like making it look fake, you know.
Also, we might have planes coming in. Just because we haven't seen any doesn't mean they won't come. So, who of y'all can use long glasses?
I can.
Long glass, that's still considered a basic class, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can use it.
Who of y'all have long glasses?
I have one.
I have one.
My almost holy long glass.
It is.
I
It
just
just
have
needs to be
regular.
inscribed, Bacon. It's ready to be holy. So yeah, I think long glasses are our best bet to try and blink down a flyer if it comes in. As in on a bombing run. That and the
I mean, the worst thing that could happen is that they just go and carpet bomb the area with missiles.
that would be a shame.
Oh, I know what we can do. Because I actually have this. Let's make some pitfalls. I have a entrenchment tool.
That's literally a shovel.
Yes.
Yes.
That's all you need for a hole, man.
That's all he needs.
It's an Imperial sanctioned shovel.
It digs with the fury of the Emperor.
We have 24 flame nades, and I have one of the high-tech flame nades left. We could set up a, fire trap, and tanks apparently are really shit out of luck if they become on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're probably gonna send those murder machines with immunity to fire.
They still take fatigue.
And they still go in a fucking hole.
Just so you do note, this area right here is totally actually fairly deep. There's at least a good 1.5 feet between each of these little
Where?
right here.
You might be on the GM layer, we don't see the ping.
Yeah.
Shit, you're right. I am on the GM layer.
Ah.
We have the high ground.
So,
It's enough that you guys could get up fairly easily. Well, not really easily. It still took you a little while, even with the tank, but it was doable. But wasn't exactly easy to do. Make sense?
Yes.
Getting down will be a lot easier, though.
is there enough... I mean, the idea is that we position ourselves in a way that allows the ship to land behind us.
If that's what you want to do.
So we would have to be slightly forward. I think the ship should be able to land there. It's not that much bigger than the tank.
It's a little bit bigger. And by that, I mean actually a decent amount, but not like hugely bigger. No.
We might have to set up here instead, like I said. I don't know. I think this place seems slightly more... We could set up some sort of a trap here. Because that seems like a place where we would be.
If we try to locate ourselves right here, though, like, we're going to be much more in the open exposed than over here.
I'm thinking here. Just parallel to the wall.
Maybe.
Depends on how they come in. Besides,
I mean, we could first...
There's no reason why we can't camouflage the tank and make it look like a natural outcropping.
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
We could also, if need be, use the tank's nice things and make a nice little rock slide right here. Barricade that place off.
Yeah, I can probably carry some rocks and put them here.
So, try to block this, and then just position ourselves like here and set up a trap in here.
Yeah, and the Jackal will still be nearby, but have the high ground.
And he'll be able to shoot right into the flank as they're coming in at us, if all goes well. I think that's a plan.
Let's do it then.
I think so too. Now, watch to be carpet bombed to death instead.
Okay.
That would suck. So, I think what we do is make a napalm cluster bomb. Aimed like a claymore towards the ridge here. And we just put like a couple 100 bolter shells, one of the tech flame nades, and like 20 flame nades in there.
That's a lot.
Well,
and before nobody actually goes there.
I mean, if nobody goes there, we're just gonna recover the stuff after the fact. If someone does go in there, we get to give them a whole lot of fuck you.
Understandable.
I think that we should also focus on making a trench. So if there is like a bombing coming, we could just go into trenches and be more safer.
Well, good for you. I'm experienced with trench warfare.
The thing is, we are gonna be in the tank.
Yeah, but we could just see coming and maybe we have a few seconds to try to run to the trenches. Or put the tank on the trenches. I don't know.
I honestly think the tank, unless we take a direct hit from a crack charge, is probably gonna be safer. At least, at first.
Okay. Shoot, I lost connection to Roll20, god damn it. I actually have a plan, and it sounds crazy, but it might just work. So if, in case they come with their own heavy shit, right? This place is open. They have a lot of maneuverability. But this shouldn't be too hard, but maybe just sort of as a decoy thing. I'm not sure how good their scanners are, or if they can do this. But what about making like... Yeah, it did. What about making things like fake mines, where it seems like there's definitely a mine there, but, you know, that's mostly just to avert the old tanks just running forward. They have to zigzag and use their maneuverability.
We could make them approach more slowly just by digging small random holes, making some disturbed ground out there, but I mean, that could work, but mostly that would just slow their advance.
I mean, good enough. Like, if the infantry comes in first, which is going to be a lot easier for them, I mean, we can pick them off easier.
I mean, infantry. We have a storm bolter and 2 heavy bolters on the tank.
That's anti-infantry right there, baby.
Yeah. Well, while we are shooting with the anti-infantry guns, we won't have so much people to shoot out the tanks. So
We have, if we are not moving, which we might not be, given how this fight is looking to shape up, we have 4 people in the tank. That's 2 for anti-infantry guns and 2 for the main cannon and the last cannon. It's plenty. We're covering all the positions we need to cover. Because the storm bolter is tied to the main cannon anyway.
So, I mean, we basically have the premise of the plan. Let's not make this like too overly complicated. So, last thing, do we do that fake trap thing or no? Or do we just go with the 2 that we already established?
Actually, with a slight modification, this plan is genius. You know where we put the fake minefield? Right here in a semicircle around the ramp up. Well, we position ourselves here, camouflaged. So, and then they bypass the mines and go into the fucking claymore.
Heckin' bamboozled.
So I think we use rock formations to light bolter shells in a claymore pattern, and just use the line of flame nades, starting with the tech flame nade set to proximity to just act as a fuse and just explode in a line towards the bolter shells.
I think that's our plan. Shall we?
A good plan. Yes. Let's kill some evil robots.
So, Epic, if you would move our tank to, like, here.
A little bit more to the wall, right? Not in the wall.
Just, you know, so we can start driving, but we can't have a tank just, you know, drive us up to us from that side at least. So, let's go through what we want to do one by one. First of all, I think we want to see if we can block off this opening, either by collapsing something or moving some rocks in there or something to make it at least difficult to traverse.
Okay. I presume this is mostly Jeff with his massive arm.
Maybe a bit of creative demolition. I still have a crack nade on me, I think.
I have a shit ton of crack nades
use it.
Actually, we have.
I'll give you some crack.
Yeah, we have a crack in the group inventory, and Demi has a fuck ton. So.
Well, I have 10, but still, that's a lot. Yeah, I mostly have frag grenades.
I think we can, you know, just like figure out where to creatively fuck with the rock face to make that mildly impassable.
This'll be mostly demolitions and or just a straight strength check, depending on what's being done.
We're going to use nades for this, most likely. Because strength is going to take longer.
I do have demolitions myself, and I would be liking to help Jeff, so does that give him a +10?
Is
Jeff going to be using the grenades?
Yeah, I think that if the grenades planting, you should do Demi, and I help, and I would just carry rocks and do strength stuff.
Sure, but I think you're better at the demolitions, aren't you?
Are we going to use agility? Because if it's agility,
is it agility, perception, or intelligence?
Honestly, I think this might be intelligence if we're just trying to.
It's intelligence, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I am better then.
If it helps, I can help with scanning with my fancy augers.
That won't really help in this case.
Not even to show the weak spots in the rock face?
Nope.
Okay.
Your stuff is pretty advanced, but it doesn't actually tell you weak spots like that.
So Demi gives me a +10. Right?
Yep, he will. This is also fairly easy. You're just causing destruction in a particular direction, so.
You just want a minor avalanche.
You'll get a plus 20 as well. So
yeah, it's on the range of almost impossible to fail.
Don't jinx it. There we go.
Nice.
yep, you managed to actually do it with 4 crack grenades, just on each side. They were just positioned in such a nice way that when it blew up, it basically caused about a good. Hey, take that away.
Aw.
You need to paint with brown.
Yeah, it has to be brown, brownish, yellowish.
Wait, I'm using the wrong brush.
Ooh, actual rocks. Oof.
There.
That's beautiful.
Oh
So
my.
how many crack? So we used 4 crack grenades. How many do I have to give out from my inventory?
Wherever they came from, it don't matter. Just needed 4.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many crack grenades we have.
If you want to save one of yours, you can take the one from the group inventory. Just do the
Yeah, sure.
bookkeeping demi wherever you prefer.
Yeah, no, I'll spend 3 of mine and the one in the group inventory.
All right. So is Severus going to take up a sniping position of some sort?
Eventually, yes.
Indeed, I am.
But before that, I think we want to set up a claymore trap that will,
All
wreck
right.
this spot.
Give me demolitions. This
I'm
is actually going to be
assisting.
fairly tough with how much stuff you want to happen on this one.
I will
Don't
also
worry, I'm
add one of my remaining holy shotgun shells to the claymore. Just kiss it, place it in there. The Emperor protects.
Okay, that will be intelligence again.
All right. So, can someone tell me exactly how much stuff is going on there?
20 flame nades, 1 tech flame nade from me, and about 300 heavy bolter rounds. Plus 1 holy shotgun shell.
Before it's that one holy shotgun shell that actually kills somebody.
So, what are the stats on a missile launcher? Because I'm taking that with me.
Look it up in the book.
Change
That's
that so it's
rude.
a little more. There.
Wow.
All right. So you got all that all set up in this little area, along with the claymore in the front, and wanted some mines in the in front of that too.
We want to make it look like that is the position we fortified. So yes, we're gonna put some fake holes around it to make it look like we've dug a couple of mines in there.
Fake. Hold.
Actually, could we rig like 2 or 3 real mines there? Somehow.
Well, you could try and rig some. You would have to do it with either crack grenades or frag grenades.
I think frag grenades
you
work
could-
better for this.
If you still had any of those advanced flame nades, you could probably use those as well.
I think frag grenades work best for an actual AoE mine.
Yeah, they might. Honestly,
Another
what I
good
think.
one is if you wanted to use some of the missile ammo for it.
Here's what I'm thinking, guys. Say we dig 30 or 40 holes around here, and we put 4 or 5 actual mines in there. Once they hit the first one, they're first of all gonna be convinced that this is the real place, and for another, they're gonna be stepping really carefully. And that seems like the kind of trick you put around your real place of residence, when you want them to advance slowly.
Yup.
I don't think it will work. I mean, there are servitors. They will probably just charge. Some will die, but they will continue charging. Not go slowly.
Potentially.
Potentially. But stringing like 3 or 4 frag grenades in there, that's not really a big sacrifice.
No, it's fine.
We
It's-
have 3 frags in the group inventory. How many do you have, Demi? We said like total 5.
Frag grenades. I have 22 frag grenades. Though the 18 of them are for launcher specific.
So, how about we use the 3 from the group, and I sacrifice 1 hand-thrown one, and you sacrifice 1 hand-thrown one. We use those as makeshift mines.
Sure.
I can also put 1 frag grenade.
So 6 frag grenades. To spice
Perfect.
up the fake minefield. Make it look real.
Just a little bit of sugar over the top.
Epic rolling for the Ultra Napalm Bomb. Any penalties?
It's just tough. It's a regular check.
You should
Okay.
still get plus 10 due to me.
Yeah, so it's just a plus 30. It got it.
Yeah.
You managed to successfully set it up.
It might be going everywhere, but you did it.
I just gonna gingerly put one of the severed eagles on it. On the big bomb.
So I'll be doing some digging, I guess, with my fucking entrenchment tool.
Gotta spend time doing that.
And we're probably gonna use just like bits of string, possibly carefully positioned rocks to arrange the mines, to pull out the pins. Or possibly, just pull out the pins and when they step on it, have the rocks collapse to, release the handle.
Wow, that's a perfect icon if I've ever seen one for a big ass fucking trap.
Are we assholes for doing this? Are we
No,
the
possibly.
baddies?
No.
We are the good guys.
They're heavy bolter rounds, Epic. They're bigger than normal ones. Who's writing that? Is that Demi or Epic?
That's me.
Ah.
Well, not that Broderick was here.
Up it to 30 holes for the minefield. I'd say that it's like 1 in 5, that is.
Oh, I
Real.
just fucking deleted it.
It's hard to make those little balls.
It's fine. Don't make more of those, just text field.
It's keep putting it bacon.
And I think what we have left to do from the actual plan is to conceal the tank, so it isn't immediately obvious in some way.
Anyways, I did this previously camouflage it, but that was with the twigs and branches and it was
Yeah.
6 degrees on it.
I just love the idea that all of our defenses are just focused around the fake spot. And we're just
Yeah,
relying on tricking them.
In before they come out from the other side and it's like, oh whoa, what's this?
Oh no, even if they come, if we're decently camouflaged, they should just miss us.
Potentially.
Unless they're going directly to the signal.
Which is why we put the signal right next to this rock, so that if they come through here, the rock is shielding them from the signal. So they just know the general area.
Here's an idea, right? Let's use some small rocks and make a makeshift small cover wall for our tank.
I was thinking the exact same things. Something that will just fall over the moment we push against it with the tank.
Yeah.
And Severs can tell us when we need to do that, because he's gonna be outside looking at them.
And before we leave Severus on this fucking planet while we're in the ship.
Severus, try to find a spot that has a quick way down.
I mean,
I I could, unless if you don't have it, Jack, I could let you borrow my grapnel, which would allow you to get up and down pretty easily.
Sure.
Yeah, just consider you have a grapnel with, you know?
I mean, that grapnel is getting left behind.
How expensive is a grapnel again?
Not very.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be magnificent. Whether it fails or it works, it's gonna be fucking amazing.
And before one-shotted.
Freaking bamboozled. But yeah, the dish. We're gonna put it against the rock to hopefully shield the signal once they're close from their vector of approach. Yeah.
I do have climb plus 20.
That might matter.
It will come in handy.
Should we make a small little sign for the enemy so they feel taunted? Perfect.
I don't think they care. They're servitors, man.
Yeah, but we already know that the quill enrages them. So we could put like a thing here and carve it into the rock with lasers. Like, no, something better. We know where you live, Cogboy. The Emperor protects. Doesn't really tell him anything that he can't guess we know, right? But really encourages him to come get us. Does anyone have a problem?
No.
Yeah. So we'll
Actually, I have. That's offensive, Demi. I'm going to shoot you.
So yeah, under an aquila here, burned into the rock. We know where you live, Cogboy. The Emperor protects.
Oh, you're saying Cogboy. I thought you were saying Cockboy. I'm like, wait, what does that make sense?
Cogboy, yes. Indeed.
Yeah, no.
Avert your eyes, Jeff. You're not meant to see language like this. I'm sorry for using a racial slur.
Damn, I'm not finding what I really wanted to. Need something that actually makes sense there.
Look, Chris, if all goes bad, we still have a plan B.
I like bitches.
I have melta bombs.
Cormac's just gonna freeze and just slow motion turn towards you. Equal amount of why the fuck did you not tell me, and holy shit, son.
A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
How many?
2. It's for special occasions.
I think this qualifies.
Yeah.
How big is their radius? Epic, how big
I
is
went
their...
through all of it with him before. I need to go back over here to check again.
Because if
I don't
we're
think the
expecting
radius-
them to go this way, we could just put them you know, because the actual entrance, I feel like that a little something is missing, you know?
No. I know what's missing. An act. Trust me.
Tell me your idea first.
Done.
All right, so it has a 2-meter radius. So on this map, basically just one of the squares. But it has a 60-10 damage with a penetration of 12. Anything that survives must make an agility test or catch fire as well.
Oh, this is fucking choice. So, Demi, how do you feel about setting 2 landmines here, in case the tanks try to hit us from the side?
Where? Oh, roll 20 crashed again. Connection's being fucked.
The southern entrance to our place.
Yeah, below that. Yeah.
Here.
So in case they try and flank us from there, yeah, that could be a potential. Though if we kind of need to get those melta bombs back, hopefully.
We're not getting them back if we plant them.
I cry in my sleeps.
Can they be set to pressure trigger that won't trigger on a person but will on a tank?
Would just be required for a demolition check to modify your explosive. It would actually be fairly easy on the melta bombs because they're already made to be kind of customizable like that.
Demi, it's up to you. Severus is there with the crack launcher to hit along this line.
I don't know though. Like I feel like the best use of a melta bomb is actually charging up to a tank and placing it. But that's just years of experience.
You know, one of the heavy bolters currently pointing at the wall. If that's how you wish to do this, I will not stop you. So how about we plant 1 melta bomb here, and you can carry the second one?
Understandable.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely
like-
sure you don't want to place it over here.
Where? I don't see where you're pointing it.
Like above, right in front of the tank.
Well,
Hi.
that's the place our last cannon, our main cannon is
Escape.
pointing at, so
Or potential escape.
here is kind of... Yeah, that too. If we have to drive out there and maneuver around, it's gonna be crap. Here,
Yeah, our own melta bomb is the best.
There's a chance that going for this place, someone might walk into it. I want it to be around the rock where they're only gonna run into it once they're coming for our actual spot.
Fair enough.
Yeah, let's place 1 melta bomb there. And let's
Honestly,
keep the other in.
I have a better idea. Let's move the transmitter here. It's still shielded pretty well, right? Like, have the ship come down like here. And then
Yeah.
place the melta bomb like here in the narrowest spot. So if anyone gets past Severus, as soon as they drive in to shoot at our tank, they have a happy surprise.
Sure, let's do that then. But so yeah, spending 1 melta bomb for planting it there, and let's keep the other one in reserve.
I mean, Demi, if you want to be outside, putting a tank on fire is apparently an effective tactic, as is melta bombing it.
Yeah,
Epic.
I know.
Does this rock here block line of sight?
No, you're actually on top of a hill that overlooks it.
Yeah, I just asked because it might be important later.
Yeah, you can't see behind you, of course, but this way's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we try and... Oh, right, we can't turn on the transmitter, so we can't really... Yeah. I assume we are using the auspexes and the microbeads to try and pick out an appropriate spot to secrete the transmitter. But yeah, we will be moving
Basically.
it to this spot, so that it won't risk getting damaged by the melta bomb, because we're gonna mine this little corridor here.
Okay.
And yeah, concealing the tank, mining the corridor, and I think we're done.
All right, someone make me a check for concealing the tank.
I'll do it.
And someone needs to make a demolitions check for the melta mine.
That too.
I tell the Psyker to not fuck up like he did before, but try and jam the tank's cannons. And I'll leave it up to him if he wants to go up with Severus, and if he thinks he can handle it, or if he wants to stay in the tank and have us just, you know, put stuff up for him on screens.
That roll was for concealing the tank, by the way.
Job.
Oh,
You helped
sweet.
conceal the tank fairly well.
Yeah.
Next, I need someone for changing up one of the Melta bombs into a Melta mine. A super Melta mine, in fact, but...
Yes,
That's
rigged for
going to
tanks.
be Jeff, I believe.
Intelligence
Foster, you-
demolition.
Yep. Plus 20.
With my plus 10 as well.
So it's another 50.
You
Yeah,
did
got
good.
it.
4 degrees.
It will not explode unless a vehicle goes over it.
Last thing that I would recommend is actually for Jack, because you are an assassin and you should probably have this ability. Do basically the same thing of camouflage, but on yourself, aka try and use concealment.
I have the cloak for it too, so I'll be doing concealment.
I mean, ideally, we will be able to fight off the attack, and hopefully we'll be able to carry all of our shit into the ship and we'll be okay. Honestly, I think we might actually take the time to move and conceal our various stuff in like this alcove. Because I don't think we're leaving here unless we're going for orbit.
Alright, someone make me a check for hiding that.
Hiding what?
Bolter
Hiding your
shells,
stuff in this little
extra
alcove.
weaponry, so that we can, you know, just use that to quickly toss it in the ship and go.
Okay.
Because if it's in the tank, we're gonna have a tough time with that.
But yeah, are we gonna? Should I roll my concealment now if we're all done?
Hey,
Wish to?
I would like to be hidden. Yes.
we probably, those who are able to, and that's, I don't know who that might be, but we probably help him build a little nest for himself as well. Because that will matter.
I have survival. I could help him make this nesty nest.
You also have your entrenchment tool.
I do.
Go dig Severus's grave.
It's a very shallow one, too.
Yeah. I'll survive. Don't worry. If nothing else, I'll be able to hide until everyone's left, and then I'll loot your bodies.
If that happens, Severus, as stupid as I feel saying this, try and finish the mission. And I realize it's a vain hope, but please try.
I will. Don't worry.
So yeah, we need one roll for concealing the stuff and one roll for concealing Severus.
Yep.
So do I roll perception, survival, and for the nest, and then a concealment for the actual concealment?
That would be correct, yes. You will receive a bonus if somebody makes you a nice little trench real quick.
You know what I think? I think we put the Psyker up with Severus actually, because I just remembered he has the camouflage power. And
Can he use it on others? Can he use it on others?
No, but he will have a better line of sight to jamming all the tank's guns.
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, building nest, perception, survival.
Except he doesn't actually have conceal, I think.
I do believe he lacks it.
So he would be rolling it like versus a 50 or something at best. I don't know, like I said.
Any bonuses? Yeah?
Yeah, you're going to receive a bonus of about... You'll get a 30 in this situation. If Demi goes ahead and digs you a little bit of a hole to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
for
going
the,
to be mostly.
building-
It's going to be mostly long rather than deep. Yep.
So I get a plus 30 on building the nest.
Wow.
Holy shit.
What do you guys
That's a
think?
very well hidden one.
Do we put Magnus up with Severus, or do we put Magnus in the tank? He won't be able to run as fast, so getting him down from there will be harder, and he has a psychic power that helps him hide, but that's about it. He doesn't even have the skill.
I think he can hide with me considering my amazing nest here.
Yeah, I think we should put Severus, not Severus, Magnus up there and just have him spam psychic powers below.
He can just stay out of
So, yeah.
sight until it's time to fight and the jig is up. Severus will keep the lookout until, you know.
Essentially. Besides,
Yeah,
he does
so
have
I
chameleon,
have-
so it helps.
Yeah. Do I get any bonuses on my concealment roll now?
Yep. That was for building your little nest up there, right?
Yeah.
You are super well hidden. Let's see. I'll just give you a plus 50. No, total. I'm going to give you total bonus, plus 60.
Someone still needs to make the roll for how well our stuff is hidden, by the way, I think.
That is correct.
Should I roll that or
Up to you. That's just going to be a regular one most of
just
the
a
time. Well,
survival?
no. It'll also get a plus 30 if someone goes and digs a hole to put it in.
Hello, I am a digger.
Yeah, we just put it under some canvas in a hole.
That's for hiding our stuff.
Still well hidden.
And then you do your concealment check, plus 60.
Don't forget your
So
cloak,
does
that adds on to it.
sacrifice other bonuses like the camellia line cloak and stuff?
That is not including those, no.
Okay. Good enough.
Don't worry, I'm sure that 6.
Magnus is just lying in the trench until it's time to fight,
So.
at which point he's gonna be using his powers to help conceal him, or what good
Yeah,
it'll do.
he's not looking out or anything. He's just,
Yeah.
I don't see nothing. You can't see me. All right.
I think in the tank
case.
we keep just, you know, a little bit of heavy bolter shells and the main tank rounds in case we need them. You know, just a few reloads for the actual weaponry and all the rest is here.
Yep.
I think we're gonna want light more than these things. So I think we spend a full day just reinforcing the fuck out of this place and we, you know, trigger the beacon next morning.
All right, if that's the plan.
So now that we are done with the plan and it's locked in Epic, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about this plan?
7.
Right. I think there's a good chance of this probably working. I'll give it a 7.
I believe the standard Tactic Imperialis suggestion in this is to rig a trench and affix bayonets.
It's a little better than that, at least, but... Let's see, total... Regular... Demolisher...
Just picking out tanks to send against us.
I'll be a hellhound.
Roderick?
Why would I do that? It's not like there's
Yeah,
could be a lot of things about to happen.
I think you're either at the wheel or at the heavy bolter, right?
Yeah, one of those.
I think I'm in the turret and Bacon would be at the last cannon as per usual.
I like glass cannons.
not bad.
More tanks. Make that their version of a Vanquisher.
Does the Voxcaster start yelling at us in Cogboy when we turn it on?
Just a question, because usually we end in an hour and a half. I feel like this battle is going to last for a long time. Are you guys sure we want to do this now?
This will depend on a couple things, how fast this will go.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to need a couple of luck rolls, actually. So that's a good idea. We might as well make them real quick. This could go really quick. It could go really slow.
Guys, I know you don't trust me, but I assure you my luck is spot on today.
You know what? Jar Jar Binks was happy to grant emergency powers to Emperor Palpatine, and you know, in theory I wouldn't want to be like him, but fuck it.
Okay.
I mean,
I have five different rolls to make.
So
Demi, go ahead and tell me.
One each then, and two to Demi.
Yep.
Okay, so first one. First one, low is good. Second one, high is good. That's what we're going with, baby. Wow, that's actually
Very
really
middle ground.
It doesn't even matter what I fucking said.
So
No,
one of them
not at all.
triggers. So there's one servitor wandering over our way. For me, high is good.
Alright.
Of course.
Oh god. Doomed.
So, I have bad news. The middle one there for number 3 was for the Manticore missile launchers being close by.
Fuck you, Epic.
Okay, high. Next
Alright.
one. The laws of probability say that high is good.
Alright.
That's not how probability works.
Yes.
Holy shit, he actually did it.
Can I use my fate
was,
point to
that was
reroll
pretty
that
good.
5?
No.
So there's one more roll left, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
check over.
Low, low, low.
High is good.
Yes!
Holy shit, yes! I believe in the Omnisaya. The Omnisaya is protecting me this session.
Jack, that was how fast the ship was going to get here.
Holy shit, it's lightning speed.
So what, we see a light in the sky? Probably a lot of lights in the sky, actually.
Yeah, you're about to see a lot of lights in the sky. So, here's the good news. The ship is going to arrive in, like, 3 rounds.
Jesus.
There's going to be some waiting time once you set this up. So, but once combat starts, it's going to be about 3 rounds.
We placed all those mines for no shit if it's gonna be 3 rounds.
We couldn't
Here's
have
the problem. So it appears that while certain individuals will be showing up eventually, most likely you're going to be gone by then. The first 2 right there. The spaceships are not in a very good position to help you either, so they can't really do much. But the ship is coming in really quick, and you did very good on not getting fucked on another thing there, so... But there's a whole shit ton of missiles. We're gonna have to see how that goes.
God bless.
Just pray for the Omnisci and the Emperor.
Alright, so... if someone wants to make me an initiative real quick, in fact, a couple of you can. We'll need Magnus, Severus, and the tank, particularly.
You're at the wheel, Demi.
Yeah, I am.
I guess we might as well try and play this out. 3 rounds is not that long, depending on how this goes.
Oh, shit. Right, I need to actually take my token out for it to work.
Do I feel the Emperor smiling on me?
Not bad.
To be honest, this most likely is going to end up in Severus and Magnus dying real quick here.
Sorry.
It was a good plan.
Yeah, I think maybe Severus can survive.
Magnus should be fully healed by now. He has healer.
Yeah.
Yep, no, everyone should be fully healed. Whatever damage. Got that at least. Let's see. Where did I put... Probably didn't grab the Manticore quite yet. There we go.
It should be at 10. It lagged on me. There, that's for Magnus.
Okay. Alright. So, this is mainly just to get you guys initially on there. And besides that, well, you guys sent your, message out, and almost immediately, there was a response. The vehicle is coming right for you. Well, kind of right for you. It's going around the air defense as much as it can. Like you programmed it to.
Mm-hmm.
But the response was really super fast, much faster than you would have expected. It might have blown open.
What a loyal
it
machine.
might have blown open the hangar doors. It might have killed a couple of Imperial guardsmen or something up there. Who knows?
We would have warned them to, not restrain the ship.
Oh, no, they do that. They didn't expect it to go right outside and through the hole.
Well,
I don't think they ever expected that.
They were like, they're dead. This ship is never gonna come awake. They're just holding a poker game on its nose like, this is such a nice ship. A pity they died without recovering it. And then suddenly...
Goodbye! Exactly.
The AI goes,
Okay.
Avast, I have enjoyed our poker games, but I must away.
And sending out your signal, the jamming almost immediately starts afterwards. Did you wish to try and send any other messages before it started?
Just one. We know you're listening, Cogboy. Come and get us.
Wow, that's gonna piss him off a good deal.
And the missiles come down.
Yep, you guys see all around you that apparently somehow you ended up putting yourself in such a position that there's a lot of missiles incoming for the area.
In hindsight, maybe the trench idea was a good idea.
Cormac just smiles to himself with suspicions confirmed.
So, I have no idea how to go about actually rolling the luck in this situation.
It should be... We are surrounded by rock on all sides, so we're as protected as we can be without being, actually under rock.
Yeah, it's just that there's almost certainly going to be things hitting you. I'm just not sure how to determine how close they'll be. Or exactly where.
I mean, we could...
Does the book seriously not say anything about artillery strikes, basically?
Oh, no, they exist. They're in the only war.
Yeah, Dark Heresy doesn't. We're not supposed to be in a situation like this. We're investigators, bro.
No, I know that part. It's just they're not really meant for how much is coming your way. I was able to make do with the other one because you were moving around and we're going to get a roll to dodge, but then someone spent a permanent fate point to get out anyway. You guys are just staying stationary here, though. It's just all up to luck.
I mean, we have 841 tiles. You could just roll one 841-sided die and see where it's hit.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Well, it'll be more than one, but how many was that, Bacon?
841 tiles. It's 29 by 29.
841. All right. So your guys' space, in that case, equatable to about 156.
Oh, you're measuring this
Four.
square. Keep in mind that it.
So 4
well,
by 6.
a lot of it depends on which angle the missiles are getting launched from. Because if it's from the other side of the mountain,
They're
it should
kind
be...
of all around you at the moment.
In that case, yeah, there's gonna be at least one angle that's really bad for us.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of tough on how to go. Okay, so I got that number.
Epic, if I burn a fate point through grace, which allows me to share mine with others, can I unfucking this situation?
Maybe initially? Yeah, I think I'd let you survive the first salvo pretty easily. If you burned your fate point for the group like that.
Keep burning fate points until the ship comes.
Demi,
good.
I could. I'd rather not. So let's see how bad it is first, okay?
Alright. So you guys have that much of an area. That's good. That much of an area.
I'm glad I'm at least pissing the cogboy off. It's not worth it if they're not angry when they die.
Right. The easiest way to do this is who wants high or low? Just in general, for a lot of different ones.
Jackalor, your luck has been decent of late. Shall you?
Sure. Low.
Don't trust Demi.
Alright. Low. And we'll actually just do this for each type of rocket they're sending towards you. 1, 2. They would use that, yeah. I'd use those as well. They want to get the fuck out of everybody. I need to go back and grab Only War because some of that is Only War stuff, particularly.
If we die here, you need to describe in detail the cogboy's reaction to my message.
Don't worry, I'll describe everything that was going on here. Find. Right there. Okay, found it. Alright. So, total of. Well, we'll find out how this goes. It's very unlikely to end up very well, but hey.
What the
1,
fuck? I don't even see.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total of 6. First part was rockets. Second was missiles. Oh, good. Only 2 missiles hit.
Demi, they are
Right, I'll just
hitting
go
us
through
with
it.
an ICBM barrage.
Ah, I see they are men of culture as well.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
So the rockets are 1, 2, 3. Basically, just a 25% chance on these. You said low was good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So let's see. 1. It's like only 1 of the rockets. 1. 4 of the missiles.
I think he's counting
Only
how
one
many.
of the. Yeah. There we go.
I think you're also counting how many get intercepted by the Navy, right?
They aren't intercepting. That was part of what would have helped a little bit ago. But that was one of the rolls that went badly for you guys. Navy's pretty far away. Not the one that went the worst. They're just not close enough to actually help much in this situation. Needed to roll pretty good on them. Alright, so that means just the one from the rocket. That's good, at least. Shit, did I really forget to put the rocket damage in? Apparently I did forget to put the rocket.
Just let us
Glad
know.
I remember where it is.
Oh my... Epic.
Yep.
I know something that can save us. We have a Psyker that can push the fuck out of his powers to weapon jam the incoming barrage. As they're landing.
He can't do that anymore.
Why not?
Those things are going too fast for him to try and do it. It does have a range.
It does. But he can extend the range. He gets an extra weapon or extra range based on how high he pushes it.
Uh-huh. Might be able to stop one or two. Maybe.
It's better than nothing.
Terminator. There it is. Found what I was looking for. Good. Down here.
Weapon jinx. Ah. You reach into nearby machines with your mind to scramble their circuitry. All mechanical devices within range cease to function for 1 round. In addition, you may test willpower to force a single weapon within range to jam. Though we were doing it wrong, he should have been able to fuck with their robots.
I'm pretty sure that was eroded differently.
Never mind then. The jammed weapon can be cleared as normal. Blah blah blah. For every 5 points which you exceed the threshold, you extend the range of this power by 10 meters, or you can afflict an additional weapon. So yeah, he would have to be pretty fast on the reaction.
Yep, the weapon jinx was replaced with the first 3 sentences into reach into a nearby weapon with your mind to disrupt its function. Any one weapon within range that is not in the primitive weapon category instantly jams.
Okay. I'm gonna... Right. Double.
Yeah, so I did get what I needed to. Ready? So, here's the good news. The chances of this hitting you guys is jack shit. 7.
That's a scatter thing, right? You're seeing which quadrant it will hit?
Yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to find. I'm basically just centering it on like this part right here, figuring out where it's gonna land from the ones that were in your little area.
Ah.
That's how I decided to go about it. This one has no blast radius or anything like it. It's just hits a single spot and blamos. It goes a little bit to the left of you, Severus, so the rock next to you just gets demolished by an explosion. A rarely contained one, but an explosion.
They seem to be using crack missiles.
Uh-huh. That's what you want to think of it as, sure. And that coming from? Yep. Right there. Okay, next up is the less regular types, which is the Manticore. Well, no, they're very regular, but 1, 2, 4 of these. All right.
Is that good or no?
I don't think it's good.
That's not good at all.
Uh-oh.
Where were you centering it, here or here?
I was centering it the one slightly to the left.
The ones are okay, but the 2 should be like a direct hit, I think. And if they have blast, it gets even more fun, of course.
The 2 is a straight hit, and these all have blast. In fact, these have blast like you've never seen before. Because they have blast 15 plus 1d10.
So they should all be within range, but Severus should be okay.
Severus should actually be alright. It's going to hit right in that little crook, which was actually made just a little bit deeper by the other one, too. It's not going to be nice. He's probably going to be pelted like fuck by all the rock, but he should be alright. So 18 in total. Go with that. Alright. 1, 2, 3. The good news is the 2 in front of you are taking the front armor.
That is...
Bad news is
the one on the top...
one of them...
Yeah, that sucks, but at least it was the crappy damage roll.
That was actually the third one, I think. No, that was the first. That's right. It is the sucky damage. Whew. And here comes the sucky part of this as well. They have concussion.
Which?
5.
Which means what?
Well, you take a minus 50 toughness test. If you fail, you are stunned for 1 round per degree of failure. In addition, if the target takes damage greater than his strength bonus, he is knocked prone.
So toughness minus 50, eh?
Think that... How many degrees is that? I think that's 6, right?
I'm going to use Iron Jaw and retest my toughness to resist stun if I can.
Go ahead. It might help with at least the degrees of failure.
Yeah.
Can I reroll that? I need to reroll.
So that's up to you if you spend a fate point.
Yeah.
You can spend a fate point to instantly recover from stun, by the way.
But there's not a chance of going unconscious.
Right?
Yep, I mean, one of the bigger things is we need to figure out if your tank is actually still okay. I think it probably mostly is, but...
Assuming the rear armor is comparable to the top armor.
That's what I was going to go with, yeah.
We took 13 from the top hit, I believe. Because, yeah, would have been reduced by 10, so 13 from that. Plus another 10 for the first front hit. And... no. Give me a second. Yeah, that would be reduced by 30. And we would take 2 from the last front hit. So we would have taken a total of 25 damage from that. So the tank should be okay-ish. I have adjusted the structural integrity tracker on the bio.
So I got a total of 25.
So did
Am I
I.
off somehow?
No.
Okay.
25 is correct, as far as I can tell.
Okay. We're at 30. And we still have a little bit more to go. There was one. Just the one more, though. That's good. That should actually be right where Severus kind of is. Well, no, not really on him, but on top of him.
Not really. It's a 45-degree offset, so it's like here.
Yep. Get Manticore back up. This one was the Storm Eagle rockets right there. Okay.
And this is the first round,
Okay.
I take it.
Yep, this is the first round. Although rounds are going a lot faster than usual. These have a blast radius of 10. Severus is actually alright, but it does hit the Psyker.
They are both... Psyker is
They're
lying
both in the
down in the
trench.
trench, yeah.
In the exact same
5
spot.
meters. Base.
All right,
Pretty much.
They're using the same
Are you-
nest. He just placed there for convenience.
Are you must be to the left, right? You guys are more to the left than the right, right?
Yes.
Severus is the actual correct spot. I just placed Magnus next to him.
Okay, neither
Yeah.
of you get hit. Good job. You do not get hit with the 6d10 right there.
If the rounds are taking longer than normal, does that mean we recover before the next ones hit? Or are we still stunned? by them?
You'll mostly recover, although you guys in the tank are definitely stunned for the moment. Ooh, I got so many sheets open. This is ridiculous. Alright. That's alright. So, they won't get anything too special. That's at least the good news. Up over this way.
Are there more missiles?
They are going to actually constantly be pummeling the area, but that was the saturation strike. Don't expect near that much to be going on just while the battle's going.
Okay. And we're still stunned.
Yep, you guys will be stunned for this round. We'll just reduce it to this round. 'Cause this is longer than it is. So
Demi, place yourself back on initiative so we know when our tank moves.
I am. Just re-add the 12 that I rolled.
okay,
And I think
so
I can
I'll
use...
go ahead and do a little bit. That's good news.
I don't think they can actually
Hopefully
make
doing-
it down here yet. And hopefully they'll go up there and maybe get fucked. Or delayed.
Yeah, they did barrage the entire area, so it's not like they know we're right exactly there.
Hate you
Fucking
sometimes.
cockboy. Fucking cockboy.
But just a 5? Yeah, just roll a 5.
Demi, you can,
Do
you know,
that.
just roll initiative and then change your actual value in the thing.
Okie dokie.
That is a way to do it, yes.
You had a 12 originally, I believe.
Yes, I did.
Right. And how did Magnus roll? What's his bonus? Should be more than 5, right? Because he has paranoid.
It should be more than. Or it should be exactly 5. It's exactly 5.
It's exactly. They'll need to roll off real quick. So just 1 to 10 with me real quick.
I can roll for Magnus.
Yeah.
On...
Messiah protects.
Yeah, boy.
Yes.
Magnus will go first. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to roll for the enemies in general like that. Not going to bother with individuals. Severus, there's some tanks coming. Make me a luck roll for the group. This is just to see if any missiles get lucky and come your way.
Taken. I think it's your turn to try luck.
He told me to roll it, so.
Oh.
To be fair, you're basically in two groups.
Ah.
One's a tank group, one's the sniper group up there. So, Bacon, you can do yours once the tank comes up. Severus, I'll presume that the one that was bad was high. An errant one just coming your way. It'll be one of the small ones, though. You got pretty decent.
Genius plan.
Is that always a wonderful surprise? So Severus, one of the missiles just so happens to destroy the little antenna you have set up to send the signal out. Not that it matters much anymore. You can't even get through the jamming, but it did just somehow directly hit the satellite dish there.
Fine, removing one Voxcaster.
Rip.
It served its purpose.
It did do that. Alright, what do you want to do? It looks like there's 3 coming from above, and you don't know anything else. You just know the 3 coming up from above.
Can he see over the ridge? I think we wanted to put him at the top, more or less, so he could peer out in this direction.
Can't.
No,
if he wanted to, if he went up that high, he would be a little bit too noticeable.
Ah.
Even if he
Yeah.
was trying,
You know
with him
what?
trying to hide there, this spot made a lot more sense.
Fair enough.
Can I microbeat to them that there's 3 tanks coming from the north?
Sure. You have a Vox suit. It seals you up.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. So you guys get from Severus that there's a couple tanks heading this way.
Rather rude of them.
All right. It is now your guys' turn, I presume, because Severus didn't seem like he was really doing much. So Bacon, you can make me that 1d100 real quick.
This is round 2.
I choose low or high.
Yep. High or low. You can say which one's good or bad.
I want low.
Nice.
Good job. I'll presume that you wanted low to be good.
Yes.
Okay. Nothing managed to hit you guys around here. There's some errant missiles going everywhere, but who cares about those? Whoops. Do you guys wish to do anything this round?
I think we're still stunned. Unless we choose
That
to
is
snap
correct.
out of it.
Yep. Yep. Does anyone wish to spend a fate point to not be stunned this round?
Yeah,
No.
it's for each round or for one round and then free forever.
You would just get out of stunned, from my
It
understanding.
ends the current stun, but it's gonna end after this round anyway, and I don't think the tanks can fire on us just yet anyway.
Yeah, just let it go.
Yeah, okay.
I think for this extremely important battle, we let Jackalor control the Psyker.
All right. So, Magnus, do you wish to do anything?
I think I'll like to stay hidden for now.
All right. It's the enemy's turn. They get to make their own luck rolls. High is bad for them. One of them managed to attract the attention of one of the smaller ones, at least. Oh, whoops. I wanted 10, not 100. Got a 10. Lower right portion. And it didn't hit anything. So there's just missiles going everywhere. None of them actually hit a teammate yet. These things start going forward. They go, oh, look, there's a nice little spot this way. And the signal just disappeared for some reason. We must be getting close.
One of the mines goes splattery.
Yep, one mine goes splat.
Probably does bullshit.
They're not doing much damage to the tanks, but they are attracting its attention very well.
It's convincing.
Is the
all three of them?
is they burnt in you know, come get us, Cogboy, or whatever it was here, still intact after the bombardment?
Well, they went over them, so it looks like the "will wreck you like 7-1" just got kind of, you know, dusted everywhere. Come fight us, you pussies, is still there though.
No, there was a thing actually burned into the rock here. Those are just fake ones.
Ah,
We
that's still that's scorched. It's very scorched, as there's a lot of missiles everywhere.
Yeah, we
But,
essentially,
yeah,
what we did was we bolted one of the severed eagles to the rock and burned in the wards under it with lasers. So
This one, on the other hand, starts coming up this way. Starts coming up this way. It makes a perception check.
How many successes did we get on the concealment thing?
Not that many.
We did get a fair few. It was like, I think 5 successes, wasn't it?
That was on Jack.
I thought, yeah, that was on Jack's. That was for his stuff. You guys hiding the tank actually didn't do that well. You did pretty good. I think it was only like 3 successes.
I think it was 3 on concealing the
Stealing
stuff.
the equipment. Yeah, we did the tank pretty good.
No, the tank wasn't. The tank wasn't as good as your guys' stuff. I remember that.
It wasn't as good as
I rolled
Jack's
a
concealment.
For concealment, and I rolled a 12 for hiding the tank.
That wasn't for the tank.
Yeah, that was for the tank, actually. Yes,
No, that
it was.
That was for building his nest.
I think it was 28 versus 75 for concealing the tank.
Oh yeah, you're
Yes.
right. Yeah, it's just
That is it.
75.
So we
you go.
have 4 degrees
But it did
on
beat
that.
it. Yep.
No, it
Beat it,
didn't. It has
I
3
think.
degrees.
Yeah. You guys beat it.
Okay. Then I think it's as fucked as the situation is.
Yep.
It's going to plan.
It just continues
Oh.
up, goes to check out the area.
Is it time, boys?
Not yet.
It appears that there is more coming in from both the back and the front.
I think our exit plan is as soon as the ship lands, we just put a brick on the gas pedal for the tank and jump out and run to toss our stuff into the ship.
Yup.
Alright, so we'll do one of those on each head there.
If we actually get away, that poor Cogboy is gonna have to reinstall his heart. Which I'm okay with, because fuck this Cogboy.
More tanks incoming.
You know, funnily enough, this is exactly what I expected once we launched that beacon. I am not at all surprised.
Yep, I hope this was what you expected. It's what was going to happen if you did it that way. And it looks like there might be some servitors coming up way back and over there. Just running for all they're worth.
Be a shame if something happened to them.
Alright, start of a new round. At the end of this round, your ship will arrive. because of someone getting super lucky. Severus, what do you do after you make a luck roll real quick?
Yay!
High or low? Up to you.
Oh, I meant low. I said low. Well, I said earlier low. So I'm just
I mean,
assuming
it's
that
up to
was still-
you. I always let you decide which way's better.
Oh.
Yep,
Well,
nothing happens
it's
on your
still-
part. Okay, do you wish to try and take a shot or anything of that nature?
Do you wish to die right now, Severus, or are you gonna wait around?
I mean, I'll check the range, but I'm pretty sure I'll just wait around.
All right.
Checking who's in weapon jinx range?
Yep. Who wishes to try and make a luck roll that is in the tank?
I don't know who's less lucky, me or Demi, at this point.
Should I do it?
Do it. I can always blame you then.
High or low, Demi?
Understandable. High is good.
Yep, you're good. Nothing got hit near you. Do you wish to do anything this round?
We're now unstunned, finally.
You are unstunned, yep.
You're in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I'm going to just stay there, be ready.
All
Okay.
right. No one else is going to do anything in there?
I'm gonna hold an action to take a shot if it's clear that someone's seen us.
All right. Magnus, your turn. / Jack.
I don't think I'll be doing anything this turn.
Okay. Enemy's turn.
Do-do-do,
Gotta do general areas at this point. All right. Did anyone get particularly high? Yes, the third one. It's actually the group that's closest to you. That would be right around here.
Oh my god, the trap might not go off, and it might lure more people.
Well, and it was really high. That means it was a manticore. Sweet.
Oof.
Demi, it occurs to me that the way this is going, it might have been good to put even more bolter rounds into the claymore.
Right?
So we need to roll 15 and 16 only. It
What
hit
kind
a
of
1.
rolling is that?
That's actually really good. That's a direct shot between all of them.
These three?
All 4, I think. Yep.
The Omnisci is helping us, guys.
You know what this
Keep on
is?
our
This is when you
Holy
holy
shit.
The Emperor protects.
This is when you ask on the server if there's friendly fire on, but nobody responds, so you just gotta test it out.
Oh, Jesus. I think there's only one that might even live through that. Let me double check. Things have fronts of 40, sides of 32, and rears of 20. Rears of 20. They get... Nope, they're all alive, but the concussion's gonna fuck them so bad. So, they live through it. They're all heavily damaged as fuck. I don't want to do too much math. I'm just gonna say they're down to like 10 each. Except for the one on the bottom. He'll have like 25.
This is good. That means there is now gridlock in that spot. There It's gonna be tough for
Yep.
more people to get to where we are quote-unquote hiding from the Cowboys' justice.
Okay. Boy, that was hilarious. And yes, they are all stunned until the round after next. Alright, and now that the end of the round happened,
The ship?
the ship comes in. Currently, it's flying above the battlefield. It is getting ready to land.
Here's a question. I don't think he can see us, can it?
No, at this round, we are all getting out of the tank and grabbing the boxes of very valuable ammo. Getting ready to
Right,
board.
right. Yep.
How quickly can you move, Roderick?
Let me see. My running is 24.
Get out, save the ammo. I'm gonna stay in the tank, and I'm gonna just try and slam on the gas when we need one last second of distraction before I try and leap out. I can most afford to burn a fate point anyway.
Sure. Besides, I can carry probably more than you at the same time.
Yeah, and Jeff is slow as fuck. It makes sense for me to be the one staying in there.
Alright. So, Severus, make me a luck roll real quick.
Godspeed, gentlemen.
Welp.
Well, I feel like that deserves a special thing.
Should
If
I have
you-
said which with a high or low?
Well, you didn't state it before, so it was presumed that it was still your previous low.
Can you roll
Yeah, that's
your
bad.
lucks openly, Jackalor, next time? Because we can't see it.
Yeah. So he rolled a perfect 100.
I assumed as much. He's a Jackalor after all.
So I'm not even going to have this miss. It's just going to hit him straight on.
Oh, Magnus is dead.
I do believe Magnus might be dead.
Oh, I liked him. He was like my human pet.
The worst thing is he can't even burn a fate point to live.
Yeah, he had 0 left.
It's fine. We can requisition additional party members once one of us hits not Inquisitor, but Interrogator. I think.
Yep.
We could ask anyway. We just have to finish this fucking mission.
The good news is it rolled poorly. The bad
Too
news
long.
is that's still not good.
I might actually still be alive.
Magnus has a toughness of 3. He has 11 health. So that means he goes down to, shit, math. That's 22. He's at minus 11. He's dead.
Yep,
Really?
he died.
Jack was like -6, right, Jack?
No, -3.
Oh, you're actually pretty good.
And 18 wounds.
Yep. Do you wish to spend a permanent fate point to avoid being damaged by this missile?
Not
This
really.
counts as a body hit, right?
This will be a body hit, yes.
The explosion destroys whatever armor protected the body. If the target were none, the target is blown backwards 1d10 meters above, but the target takes 2 levels of fatigue for every meter traveled.
Oh, it destroys. I don't want to destroy the void suit.
Your choice, Jackalor. I have a feeling that this kind of last stand bullshit approach with cleverly set traps might appeal to our chaotic overlord, so we might get a threshold or 2 back from this if we survive.
Oh, screw it. I'll burn a fate point to ignore it.
Good, you're about to take the concussion 5 again. So,
Bruh.
So somehow Severus just manages to, like, you know what? I know exactly what happens. He ended up slipping right on the edge right there. So instead of being in the explosion himself, he ends up right next to where the relay used to be. The Voxcaster. The explosion going off above him and him being showered in a minute amount of blood, gore, but mostly dirt and rock.
Uh-huh. I assume that we can tell that the ship is coming.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Severus hasn't told you yet, but he could, if he wants, he can tell you right now.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Ship is here. Prepare to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Jeff, Broderick, out, now.
Yep.
Also,
Severus,
Magnus.
yeah, Severus, what do you want to do?
I'll grab all the stuff I can.
I think there's
Alright,
like 3 or 4 boxes of just ammo and stuff
Yep.
there.
Just go over there and pick stuff up then.
The ship recognizes him too. He's one of 3 people the ship would recognize.
Yep, he actually came out just in time for the ship to tell where to land, hilariously enough.
Not sure if loyal machine spirit or abominable intelligence.
A little bit of both.
There was actually about to be an issue with it landing basically where all the activity was, but that's not so much an issue anymore.
Yeah, no, that I was gonna have people run out anyway. At least as long as I knew it was here. Because I figured.
Alright. So yeah, need a 1d100 again.
I think it's my turn. Demi,
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll. You call. High or low?
Low's good.
God's help, so I was gonna say the same thing.
Yes! On the better side.
Nothing happened. Alright, Magnus is gone. There's no Magnus anymore.
He had a fucking con on him, the fucking asshole.
Right, that's kind of the only useful thing.
And 30
Alright,
holy
so-
rounds.
The enemy gets closer over here. They start shooting up at the ship in some kind of attempt at anti-air. Some shots hit it, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything to that ship, so...
God bless.
These are also just trying to shoot at the ship. Somehow no one notices you because they seem very distracted by other things at the moment.
The cogboy's
these ones
probably
are
gonna be looking at the recording of this battle going, what the actual fuck? Who are these cunts?
Alright, and then the ship will actually get down and just get ready to open the doors for you guys to get in.
Sweet. Let's get the ammo, boys.
Fuck you, Jackalor, and fuck yes. We kind of are, though. We kind of fucking are.
Alright, Severus, 1d100. Although now we are just doing it for the group in general. No one will
We are
look
still
after
on
you.
the same round. Because Broderick and Jeff are getting out, presumably, and I'm moving to the driver's seat. Remember?
Oh yeah, I presume that was the actions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they're just outside, presumably gonna go grab the stuff, and I'm getting
Yeah.
ready to send the tank onwards.
Yeah, you already stated that.
Yeah.
I already
then,
moved the other people up forward.
Okay. Then yeah.
Yeah, next round. The ship has just barely landed. It's about to open its doors.
Oh, great and loyal machine. How we missed you.
I love this ship.
So do
We
I.
need to give him a name.
So, guys, high or low? Final chance to say, give me a word.
I don't know. I want to say high is good.
Yeah, hi.
High. High is good.
Alright.
No!
Fine, I'm still in the tank.
Alright, that means it's one of the slightly worse ones, but not the worst of the worst. Unfortunately, slightly worse is not that much better.
Please burn a fate point to save us. Oh, you can do it.
Epic,
I
are we
can't.
close enough to finishing this evacuation that if I burn the fate point through grace, we could all essentially get on the ship safely with our stuff?
More or less.
Then
Yeah.
I'm just gonna burn one, fuck it.
Ah,
And I think I've been
Emperor.
routing these the other way around, but essentially right numbers. So-
Alright, in that case, there was a missile heading right for you guys, but then as it was approaching, it seemed to have somehow gotten affected by an updraft or something and went overhead.
You look over, Cormac's just holding out the Aquila towards it. Get in that fucking ship, morons! I kick the tank into gear and jump.
Alright.
As soon as we are in the air, I want to get on the ship's built-in Voxcaster. I want to tell the cogboy, you missed us, but we'll be back, fucker. Bye!
wait. Tell that after they activate the trap. Maybe they activate the trap.
I think it's pretty clear with the ship flying off and the tank rushing up from there. What's going on? But sure.
Yep.
Come on.
So, despite you saying it's very obvious, you forget that these things are sometimes really dumb. So, the entire upper portion starts trying to get into that little area as you're flying across, and you manage to eliminate a good, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tanks, along with a good group of, like, 15 servitors.
Oh my
Murder
fucking god.
servitors.
So the tanks that went in there first explode and turn into an even bigger explosion. It's fucking amazing, Demi.
Yep.
There's a
It's
small
like
mushroom
eating.
cloud over there.
So question. We just lost the tank, didn't we, though?
Yes.
Yeah, you definitely did. They fired upon it the moment it came out of there, trying to destroy it.
We
It actually took away some of the anti-air while you were heading out.
Demi, this
Yeah, it's worth this one.
yeah, I didn't expect us to be able to come to the tank unless we had a completely, free escape.
Yeah, shame though.
That was not happening in this situation.
I'm just gonna remove the crap. Give me a second. I have to get the door.
Alright.
Holy shit, that went surprisingly well. Only one
Yeah.
casualty. It was an NPC.
If the ship was 1 or 2 rounds fucking late, we would have died.
Demi, trust in the Emperor.
The Omniscient
Somehow
protect-
you got the most important role good. That was
I'm just
good.
gonna remove the inappropriate amount of essentially, munitions for what would have been in the tank.
Yep. It went out in a blaze of glory.
It was a loyal machine.
Truly.
So,
died too young.
does the cogboy respond to us as we are beaming down obscenities as we're leaving?
So, you're just proclaiming, we beat the fuck out of your forces.
No, essentially
etc.,
just
etc.?
no, essentially just simple one-liner. You missed us, but don't worry, cogboy. We'll be back eventually.
You'll receive a response.
Ah, it's working. He's negotiating now.
First of all, Inquisition. Never call me a cogboy.
Exactly as planned.
Second, Inquisition. If you wanted war, then I will bring you a war.
I thought you cockboy started counting from 0. Are you deficient?
You start receiving various warning pings all across your ship.
It's literally Dota pinging. Ding, 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 ding.
Nope. By that I mean the computers are saying there is massive seismic activity happening all across the world.
This is the Inquisitorial Acolyte Cormac to the Navy ships in orbit. Please keep your distance from the planet. We believe you're about to get fucked up by massive anti-air.
We are already quite far out at the moment. By the way, I believe that your ship destroyed our hangar bay. If you would mind explaining how that is. By the way, Cormac, around you, it's probably hard to notice from further out. But there's certain mountain ranges and stuff starting to move kind of upwards.
Excuse me, we're gonna discuss that in person. I'm gonna head up to you. Jeff, slam on the gas.
Roger that.
And also, it appears that there is a truly frightening amount of missiles coming at you guys. I may need some piloting tests for anyone that might have a void ship. Or you can just rely on the ship itself. Either way.
Right. Anyone knows how to pilot?
Sorry, I only know ground vehicles.
Yeah, I can't pick up void ship ever.
I might be able to, but I certainly don't have it. I thought you did, Jeff.
Yeah. And no, I don't think I can have it.
Jeff, I can guarantee you, I'm pretty sure it's on your stuff, but...
I have navigation, not operation.
Yeah, we're not looking for navigation at the moment, but that's alright. We'll just rely on the ship itself. Unless someone wants to spend another permanent fate point here.
Oh fuck it, I'll spend it.
I spend it. I have a lot.
Oh, okay.
I spent to try to drive it away.
Alright, Jeff, you take control of the ship. You managed to just somehow weave your way through the massive clouds of anti-air missiles coming for the ship. A couple of them hit, but your ship is strong enough it doesn't seem too bothered by it. Probably would have been a bigger issue if lots of them hit, though. And as you're gunning it away, massive heat signatures start coming up from underneath the mountain ranges. And they fire upon the ships that are supposedly further than any known weapon should be able to hit at the moment. At least any that they would expect.
I mean, the question I have is, why was our ship on a Navy ship when we left it on a rogue trader ship?
It turns out that it may have been an appropriated Navy ship, if you want to know, because you recognize it from his fleet.
Well, that's
you
not
didn't
my
really
problem.
get to know that it was a former Navy ship until you got some radio connections from it, though. Yep, it appears they may have gotten a little worried for you and left some more ships because they saw the massive salvo strike that shouldn't have existed. Wonder what they think now that they're dead.
So this just flattened all of the actual vessels in orbit?
They weren't really in orbit anymore. They were really closer to the sun than anything. And yeah, it just destroyed all of them. They each got like 4 different hits on them.
Shit. Jeff, take us to the closest transition point to the warp. I believe
Yes,
I want to put a light year or 2 between us and this place before we transmit to our boss.
I don't like this planet. Are you sure we can't exterminate us?
I'm pretty sure that this place might be unrecoverable given the amount of fuckery here. I think our boss might be willing to consider it at this point. I just threw the implant eyes snap picked recordings of what is happening while we're going up for evidence.
So, as you are paying attention over there, it appears that the planet starts somewhat moving on the surface. Things are starting to be revealed. It appears that there is some kind of hidden areas all around here. It almost looks like something is just waking up there.
Ah, fuck. Don't run!
I don't know about you guys, but I
Please
think
not
this is quite heresy.
Let's hope it's not Necron.
As the tech priest is around, as well as Severus, this is starting to look a lot like a... geez, why am I forgetting what those were called?
Forge World.
Yep, this is starting to look a lot like a Forge World.
I think the madman just decided to make this planet his own personal Death Star.
Yup.
Not again.
Not again.
Jeff, does this happen a lot?
Somewhat.
Understandable.
Cormac makes a mental note to ask about the practicality of exterminating the Mechanicum.
You receive an instant thought back that it isn't practical at all.
I mean, if we revive the squads, they can replace the Mechanicum.
And this is how we became full-on radicals.
Alright, so... Oh, I just dropped my mouse. But, so,
Beeline
that's
for
gonna
the
be the
Mandeville point. Yeah, we're heading.
Yep. There's not much else to do here besides run away.
I think we do need to do one more session where we handle the next downtime and I'll report in all the things that happened back at base, but... Yeah, apparently this situation is fucking beyond belief.
It's not our fault this time.
Nope.
We did good.
We did really good. We found out.
Morph counts as our fault.
No. Not sure
This
what.
was gonna happen sooner or later.
Jackalord, we are just acolytes. If this was a high-ranking Inquisitor failing to stop this, maybe. But us getting out of here...
As it is, this will be a technical mission failure, as you didn't meet the parameters. But I don't think your Inquisitor's gonna mind at all.
I think that any regular group would be dead, and this would be very, very much worse.
So what is the next mission gonna be? Like trying to track down who this fucker actually is?
Probably.
Oh no! Your next mission is probably going to be to try and help take this place back.
Excuse
It's a
me.
new Forge World.
We are not soldiers, we're investigators.
And I think that...
And you are the only ones that got out that have any information for the people on the ground.
I think that this planet belongs to the Mechanicus now. So it's not the Inquisition that should take it over.
You know, that is a good point. They could just take the position that, you know, this used to be a Imperium planet, but it's clearly now Forge World, so different jurisdiction applies.
You are correct. The Mechanicus is going to be the ones leading the spear on this. Take a guess who's you're being enlisted by.
Ah, goddammit.
That's fine. Glory to the Omniscient.
I don't mind Solomon that much. He's a good cockboy, not like the rest of them.
Hey.
I haven't met him.
You'll be fine, I'm sure.
So what did it take? 2, 3 maybe missions for us to turn into roboticized, weird eye-wielding assholes that are completely inhuman and cold-blooded killers?
I started like that, okay?
That's right. They can argue for less character development.
Epic. Given how much we've pissed off the cowboy, in particular my well-chosen taunts, can I be said to now own his soul and thus increase my freckle count?
Can't increase your freckle count unless it dies.
Aww. But I own him now. He'll only think of me.
No, he won't. Trust me. It didn't affect him as much as you really want for the reasons you probably think.
I like the fact that we got him to actually talk to us and confirm what's going on.
I'm not even sure that was really much of a confirmation. But
It wasn't, but it was better than nothing.
that is true. Better than nothing.
If he wasn't Mechanicum, he wouldn't have cared as much about the cowboy thing. Besides, the planet appears to be mutating into a Forge world, which is also a slight suggestion of who's doing this.
Slight suggestions, yep.
Well, evidence.
Yeah, but a new Forge world is like, that's a fucking golden goose that shits out golden eggs.
That is
of
correct.
gold.
There's a reason that the Imperium and the Mechanicum are about to go to war for this thing.
Yeah, especially with the weapons it has on it, it's like, we need that so bad. Like, the drugs can go fuck themselves, but we want that world entirely now.
Well, I guess next week we handle the wrap-up for this mission then.
Yep.
It
So,
was
Epic,
great.
fate point thresholds, temporary fate recovery, XP.
End of mission. You guys both succeeded better than I thought, and failed worse than I thought. You did not complete any of the optional quests.
Optional quests are for losers.
But you did get through the main quest and managed to get things to the point where, well, the chips are now down, baby. So, 3 fate points back.
Oh, I'm alright at full.
No, 3 permanent fate points added is what I really should have said.
Okay.
Okay, I'm at 8.
I'm at 7. Oh, I missed the time that I was high.
7 isn't
Assuming-
high, you piece of shit!
You may now also have max temporary fate points.
So we go up by 1 in threshold?
No,
3.
by 3 in threshold. We weren't supposed to survive that demi.
So I go from 2 threshold to 5 threshold now?
Congratulations, you're one of us now.
Holy shit, I'm actually... What is this bullshit? What does it mean to be liked by the Emperor?
I suppose you found out when somehow people kept living through bullshit.
It's all skill, not luck.
The Emperor is the best Chaos God.
I'm just
Wait.
flashing back to Cormac just warding off a missile with the Aquila. I like that image. It appeals to my
So-
vanity.
Since it's the end of the mission, there's only one thing I want to do.
We're gonna handle downtime next session. We're gonna do the wrap-up for the mission properly next time.
I think I'll award you the XP for all of this at the end of the next one as well.
Ah,
Fine, I wanted to do something cool.
Unless you guys just want to try and get it all done. I just figure like all the XP either right now or the next session, either way.
we're gonna do some roleplay next session with our bosses, etc. So let's save it for then.
Okay.
Sure.
If we're gonna do it all
So
at
I'll
once.
just put all of this in the piggy bank for the moment and tell you guys after what you'll get. That way it'll even make sense for the next thing.
I mean, I don't know, if personally for me, it might be beneficial because I have a lot of good social skills come next rank that I can up. But
Alright.
what do you guys think?
Eh?
We're still gonna be dithering for like 2 weeks over what to do with it and then decide half an hour before session anyway.
Should we
That's true.
roll for it?
No.
Oh.
Alright. Well, if you want to know, I was thinking about 4,000 XP to distribute as you wish.
Holy
Bruh.
shit.
Write your...
That's gonna be...
We're gonna get, I assume, a few hundred if we roleplay decently next session, so... Might get something like 4,500 total.
Could be.
So, write
Let's say
your
it for next
current
session, then.
totals in the chat. Keep in mind, you would have gotten 200 from last session's stuff. If you hadn't added it yet.
How the fuck do you have
Yeah, that-
50, Jack?
Because
What's wrong with
sometimes Epic gives us like 750 or something stupid.
Correct.
That's disgusting.
I reward you based on what you do and how things went.
That is very disgusting. Please don't do that.
Okay, so I'm seeing 400 needed for me to hit, 8,800 for you, Demi, 300 to 50. So that's 1,750, and then the rest we would divide evenly.
Oh my god, the next rank. It's going to be wonderful.
I know.
Actually, let me check what I hit.
I can fly. Finally, I can fly.
Fucking cowboy cunt. Fuck this dude. Honestly, fuck this dude. He killed Kraxon. And Magnus.
Wow. I didn't know you actually cared for me.
Only after you died. Because then you are a dead hero,
Understand.
not a live fuck up.
Understandable.
Next rank, I can get Jaded for 100 XP.
Probably.
Next rank, I can get plus 10 to my dual shot for 400.
Epic, can you withdraw like 1,750 from the total we have saved up, and then we can all go to exactly 8,000. And we can divide the rest
Alright.
after next session. Everyone cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually don't get that much. Oh.
You get 800.
No. I'm talking about my next rank up. To Shock
Yeah,
Trooper.
Not that much.
Guardians are really boring. Like, really boring.
They get a lot of things that are good, but they're very boring things. This is very true.
Yeah.
I wonder what's Cleanse and Purify. That sounds nice.
That makes your flamer blasts harder to dodge, I believe.
Yep. Nice.
I just put in the group inventory to note how much is still in the bank.
Epic, what I need for piloting spaceships? Pilot, spacecraft, or navigate?
Pilot spacecraft.
If you are gonna take pilot voidcraft, I can pick up pilot civilian craft, so we can... In the group,
No,
there's everyone that can, at least someone can work any kind of vehicle.
I can do spacecraft, not voidcraft. I don't know what is the difference.
They're the same thing.
I
They
can
are the
also
same thing in
do
here.
navigation stellar.
So, should I take piloting civilian crap?
Sure.
Probably not that useful, but it's just 100, I think, so it might be useful at some point. Anyway, we can discuss this over Discord.
Yeah, basically.
Yep. So I hope you guys had fun. This is close to the end of the, Dark Heresy at the moment. Basically, you're going to be playing only War next time, so probably accurate to say end of Dark Heresy.
Aw,
Uh-oh.
don't switch us to just war. We like the roleplay part of it.
Oh
Yeah, we
no,
don't
you're
want
still
to
going to be
choose.
Inquisitors and everything, but it's going to be a lot more only war than it
Wait,
is.
are
going
we
to be
getting a
Heresy.
promotion? You said Inquisitors?
You
Nani?
might be getting a promotion, depending how you spend things.
Yes.
I just love that thought. You just meet my character in the wild, and all of a sudden I'm just promoted to Inquisitor. Nani?
No,
You're
you
probably, you are almost certainly just an acolyte, but
Oh,
You
can.
might
Now you
be
are
my-
recognized acolyte.
You might be my
We have-
acolyte. You might be my bitch.
Demi,
Fuck you.
we had to do a test that involved a lot of deaths just to be approved as acolytes.
understandable.
That was an amazing test. Just a random fucking laser turret that pops up and kills people that acolytes are supposed to recover and disable. That was so retardedly stupid. Another one was an item that had a demon bound in it that corrupted someone that we also had to recover.
And the power armor that was with the guy with the axe.
Oh yes, that was fucking glorious. And like the graviton cannon that we talked people into giving back to us.
I'm sad
Oh yeah,
that
I love that
I haven't
weapon.
yet met anybody. All I've been done is be in a tank and dig holes.
But you dug it
you
well.
dug holes well.
I
You dug
dug
very
them.
good holes.
Yeah, yes, I fucking did. God
Oh
bless French
Jesus
warfare.
Christ. I just thought of something. Imagine Severus with inquisitorial authority.
No.
Exactly, Demi.
I have come here for the Omnissiah! Bow down or die! What the fuck are you... Boom! Anyone else have
Okay.
anything to say?
About as well.
Praise be the Omnissiah.
I think Severus is so bad at talking to people that unless there's a cockboy there, he just shoots people until they guess what he wants and give it to him.
That's what I think too. Ugh.
Maybe we should divide everything, honestly. Or as close to it as possible. Because I might need those extra social skills to save all of us.
Yeah, no, let's just do 1,000 each. Easy peasy.
That doesn't work, I want us to even out. You in particular are far behind and you have earned to catch up, Demi. You did good.
Wow. Who knew making holes makes your party trust you?
You know what? Let's take a extra 500 on top of what it takes for us to even out from the bank. It leaves 250 in the bank, and we all have 500 to take something cool in the next rank. So everyone should be at 8,500 now.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Maybe Cormac will just retire and like own a cathedral somewhere.
You can get away with it.
Hell, I have earned it through my service. In theory. But no, only in death does duty end.
Yep. I'm not sure you're going to get your promotion next time. It will require some finagling, and actually quite a bit on your part. But after your next mission, it's almost guaranteed.
I mean, I should go up to interrogator at least, so...
Yep. Oh, you're guaranteed that at least.
And if you recall, I did at one point when talking about the here get like 8 degrees of charm headway on my boss already, so hopefully.
Yep. Nope, I know. If anyone has a good chance at it, it's you.
Visitor Cormac. It will be great.
All those excuses to claim more freckles. It will be magnificent.
So, I hope you guys had fun. That was pretty fun for me.
Epic? Actually, I have a question. I have had
Hmm?
True Faith for a while now. Would it be possible for me to get another True Faith power, or Pure Faith power, with the usual extra 200 on top cost?
Yeah, you can choose one more.
Okay, thanks.
I will say this won't come into effect until the next mission,
That's
just so you
fine.
know. But
I wouldn't pick something for fucking with the boss anyway. I'm just wondering if I have the option essentially, because I might want to look at those again.
yeah, you'll have the option.
Alright then. Then next session is gonna be the wrap up for mission 2. Magnus, the NPC Psyker, died. Keegan, everyone else is alive and heading back home. The planet is completely fucked, as is becoming the usual case for us. That fucking Inquisitor is so fucking irresponsible. He just tossed us in here like a hand grenade. What is wrong with him? We knew from the start when he sent us here that this was gonna fucking happen.
Well, I'm impressed if you predicted this.
Well, we predicted the planet getting fucked.
By the way, just to explain something fairly quick. So he totally thought you guys died in the saturation strike from earlier.
The boss? Oh, he's in for a
Yep.
pleasant surprise when he gets the comm signal.
No, the COG guy. He totally thought you guys were dead. It's why he let up so much on the jamming after he thought he killed what was left of the people with Voxcasters.
Oh, this is... Oh, and then we just went and taunted him like that. Oh, that's so cruel.
Otherwise, that would have been a lot harder, but he actually had just stopped, having all of the machines just always on super patrol. They were just more on, we can take our time now. We'll be all right. A couple days later. What the fuck? Who's signaling from this district? Wait, what the fuck? It's off to the Oh, shit.
See, Demi, it was the right choice not to send a signal at that point.
Now I have to kill all of them.
Well, he did a good effort. He killed one of us.
The least valuable of us.
Yes.
I mean, mostly he was talking about the ships in that context, but...
Little did he know we had a warp drive on our little vessel too.
Yeah.
Which, if he'd known that, he would have done even more to get you guys. As it was, he figured he'd probably just go out there and starve.
So how does he feel when he sees a tiny warp rift open when we go for the FTL jump?
Well, there comes the war, baby! Put all the foundries on max production. We are going haywire.
We do pop out as soon as we have a bit of distance between us and the system and send the slow signal to our boss, whatever was the thing we used on Malphite to relay to him.
Yep, I know. Yep, by the way, the reason they left 3 ships was because the entire fleet was actually still around when the missile salvo happened. So they left some extra just in case, to also try and keep an eye on what the fuck was going on with this place.
Oh, we are never gonna be friends with that rogue trader.
Oh no, you are not. He just lost more resources than you can imagine.
Not our fault if he can't keep a minimum safe distance.
Yeah. So should I get awareness? Yeah.
I'm gonna stop the stream and the recording. We can discuss what we should take.